Lopu always said that Struggleville had two seasons, rainy and rainy in your heart. The morning she collapsed at her dry rice market table, Kona felt both seasons. The market women gathered around, shouting for space, fanning her aunt with old newspapers. Lopu's stall, once loud with her sharp bargaining voice, fell silent. When the doctor finally spoke, Kona's world began to tilt. Your aunt must rest, no more market stress, no more heavy sun. Rest? In Struggleville, rest was a luxury you earned only when life had finally beaten you too weak to stand. Kona was 22 with no parents and now the only one left to carry their little world on her back. Their room on the old field needed rent. Her auntie Lopu needed medicine. Rice prices kept rising. Every politician promised change is coming, yet change always seemed to miss their neighborhood and drive past it. It was business as usual. The first month, Konat tried to manage. She washed clothes for neighbors, sold cold water by the road, braided hair until her fingers cramped. It wasn't enough. Hard times stuck too many in Struggleville like palm oil on rice. One night, after a landlord threatened to throw them out, Kona sat by the window staring at the streetlights that blinked like tired eyes. Her phone buzzed. It was another message from a big man in government who had been chasing her for months. Let me take care of you, it read. She stared at the screen. She didn't want that life. But hunger has a voice louder than pride. Weeks blurred. A dinner with one official, a quiet envelope handed to her to help with medicine. Then another date with a different man. Nothing serious, nothing stable, just enough to keep her aunt alive and food on her table. Each time she returned home, she scrubbed her hands as if money could stain skin. Some nights, when the pressure grew too tight, she tried a little pill a friend offered just to numb the world small. But the numbness broke quickly and the pain always returned stronger. Still, she pushed forward for Antilopu, always for Antilopu. Then came the night everything shifted. On Facebook Messenger, a message appeared from a friend named Emmanuel. His profile said Liberian in Canada. They had been friends for almost a year but had never spoken except for exchanging texts. This time he called. His first words were simple. You look tired. Not physically, but inside. Kona almost ignored him, but something about the honesty tugged at her. They talked for hours, then days, then weeks and months. She told him everything. Everything she'd never dared say aloud about the sickness, about the rent, the favors, the nights she felt like she was sinking into a hole only she could see. He never judged, he never disappeared, he never wanted anything except her honesty. 10 months later, Emmanuel wrote, I'm coming to Struggleville. Book the date. I want to meet you and your aunt. Kona thought it was a joke, but he arrived. Standing outside the airport gate, holding a small suitcase and a bigger smile. When he hugged her, she cried into his chest, the kind of cry that comes from years of holding yourself together alone. He visited Lopu, cooked for them, paid the bills quietly, and said, You two have carried enough. 2 weeks later, he proposed. Not in a fancy place, just right there in their small room with the zinc roof with rain tapping on it like drums above them. The wedding was simple, beautiful. Market women sang. Children danced in the yard. Lopu, thinner but smiling, blessed them with shaky hands. When Kona boarded the plane for Canada a year later with her papers, her ring, and her aunt's prayers, she looked out the window at Struggleville's beautiful coastline. The city was still struggling, still unkind to people like them. But this time, she wasn't leaving in defeat. She was leaving to breathe. Back home in Struggleville, Lopu told neighbors, God didn't change the country, but he changed our story, and sometimes, just sometimes, that is enough. Kona's departure did not end the harsh realities in Struggleville. There are still many Antilopes and Konas in Struggleville. Dry rice market and the big shots are still there. In Canada, Conan ever forgot Struggleville. She noticed the contrast between the two worlds and wondered why. Thanks for watching, and remember to subscribe for more stories like this. See you next time.